What's going on, everybody? It's Fragged Out, Swagged Out. And you already know why I'm here. Today, I'm going to go over a package that I received today, or rather the content within. And that is this box right here. Comes from SAVOIR FAIRE. And this is the Discovery Box number 2. And the contents inside of this are, if you know anything about this brand of fragrances lately, Soul Cafe, gold cap right here. This is the modern day classic, tobacco, citrus, oud, just an amazing fragrance. Not much to say about that one, it speaks for itself. Then we have, if you've watched the Cubanos YouTube channel, you should know about the Whiskey Rose. In his words, it is a vibe. And lastly, you have Sin, Santo, and Sage. And realistically, I don't want to keep people on one video for too long. So no, I'm not going to do the entire package. Number one, because Soul Cafe speaks for itself. So it's really just a discovery of the other two. And since I had to pick one for right now, and Cuba has spoken about this one a lot, and a couple other people have really been vibing with this one, because I guess for some people it's the better one. I'm a little backwards sometimes. This Sin, Santo, and Sage was the one that really did it for me. And yes, the Whiskey Rose is banging, and I'm probably gonna do a video with that one sometime down the road, maybe later on tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But I really want to get into this Sin, Santo, and Sage. Number one, the fragrance is crazy. Number two, I love the name. And number three, and I found out about this after I was already in love with what I was smelling, because I went to the page to look at it. It's the little description of what the fragrance represents. So Sin, Santo, and Sage represents a highly toxic yet magnetic lover that you can't resist through the filter of cleansing their energy by burning sage and Palo Santo. So there's a lot to unwrap with that idea, and I think this fragrance, especially after you read that, really makes a lot more sense. So it's essentially saying you have that person in your life that you just can't be without, but that person is the kind of person you need to be without. So bad for you, but it's so good to be around them. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And with that, I'm just going to put that one more time right there. Okay, so this right here, as soon as it opens, you're gonna get a very woody, spicy kind of opening. There's a little bit of brightness in there, which kind of like breaks up the woody spiciness, so it gives it a freshness, but it's not a fresh fragrance. It's definitely it's got something darker going on. Man, it really takes you to a different place. There's something sexy about it, but something mysterious about it. It's I can't say I can compare this to anything else that I've smelled, but immediately when I smell this, it calls my attention. It's just that there's something when you smell this that creates an attraction. Personally, I feel that this is a masculine leaning fragrance, and if you have this on, and the idea is to set the mood for sexiness or that kind of adult vibe, this definitely sets it. Now, when you put it into perspective with the backstory of the description of it, and you think about that burning of Palo Santo, you get that woody, cleansing kind of smell in it, those resins or the lack of resin, but more of that burning wood. And then so you put together that sexiness, and you put that into the story of that person who you just want to be with, that person who you want to be touching, but they're probably not good for you, and you have that Palo Santo burning, in the room with that sage to cleanse you of that person. And the fragrance just really makes so much sense. But I'll tell you one thing, it's going to be hard for that other person to not want to be around you if you have this fragrance on. Now, with all that said, if a smell is a smell, a fragrance is a fragrance, you know, the notes are there to guide you as to what you're looking at, but sometimes the notes don't really tell the story what the fragrance is. However, I will cover the notes. The notes are wild harvested Palo Santo, clary sage, oud, ambroxan, bergamot, Japanese cedar, tobacco, grapefruit, musk, cardamom, cashmere, and heliotrope. And I can tell you right now that Palo Santo and the clary sage are very present in the opening. That grapefruit definitely comes through, and I guess that's that brightness you get a little bit of that grapefruit and that bergamot. They really break up a lot of that what could have been a really rough, hard to take fragrance, and really soften it up. And it has oud in there, so when you think about that Palo Santo, that oud, that really and that clary, it really speaks to that opening with that dark, woody, spicy kind of feel. And then it's broken up with those sweeter, tart and bright citrus notes, and it has that ambroxan, which freshens it up a little bit. All in all, this is a really, really good fragrance. And take into account that for as much as you have heard or may have heard about the whiskey rose, and I have smelt this, and I do like what it does. I like how they put the description together, and once you get that, also it kind of all makes sense. But this Sin, Santo, and Sage, it's just a banger. It's, man, yeah, you really got to try this one. This box right here, it comes with 3 of these 10 ml decant. Like, that's a lot of juice just to get, you know, familiar with the fragrance. There's 3 of them, so that's 30 ml that you're getting, and it's $65, I believe. You know, let me make sure I don't want to give you a wrong price. Yeah, $69. So $69.99, $70. You get 30 ml. You get 3 different fragrances. One of them is automatically an OG. Trust me, this one, if you haven't smelled anything and it's the first time, that Soul Cafe is a banger. If you do not like Sin, Santo, and Sage, then I don't know, like, maybe you just need fresher fragrances. I'm not into those really blue aquatic citrus, so this is right up my alley. It has that smokiness, it has that woodiness, it has that spiciness, a little bit of ambroxan and citruses to break up all that darkness, which makes it a little more friendly on other people's notes, because maybe you like the dark stuff like I do, but it doesn't work for everybody around you. This makes it user friendly for everyone around you, I believe. Just a really dark, mysterious, sexy fragrance. I recommend this one for sure. I'm loving this. I'm probably gonna get a lot of use out of this one, probably more than the rest of it, especially because I got the full Soul Cafe back there, but I got this box just so that I can get familiar with the other 2 fragrances, and I just get now I have a travel size Soul Cafe that I can take with myself on the road. So yeah, that's it. That's the word on the new Discovery box number 2, $70, 3 fragrances. And you should really check out this house if you haven't already. If you're underestimating it because it has the hand-drawn crown, or because you never heard of it, or because they're indie, check them out. They are a Black-owned company. The creative director, Chris Classic. If you don't know Chris Classic or his body of work, it goes back several years, even before he was doing this. Go to YouTube, check out Chris Classic. Bars. That's all I'm going to say. Bars. I'm talking about the real hip-hop lyricism. He'll smoke most of your favorite rappers, I'm telling you right now. And now he's taking his talents over to fragrance and fashion, and we get to enjoy that as well. The website is SAVOIRFAIRE.store. Check them out. If you already have, let me know what you think. And my bugging is Sin, Santo, and Sage not as amazing is the Whiskey Rose the better one from the two new fragrances? Let me know what you feel. Let me know what you think. Comment. And I will always get back to your comment, even if it's a few weeks later, because I didn't notice you commented to one of the videos. But like, and if you have not already, please subscribe, because it helps me grow this channel. And I should be coming back with the other review here shortly. So thank you very much for watching. If you watched this far, once again, fragged out, swagged out, and I'm out.